What's up, guys? Today we have an Asus g55v g55vw-RS71, and it came in here for the power jack repair. Basically, this piece right here is loose and people have to wiggle it to make it work. So I'm gonna show you how to take it all apart and how to remove the old jack and put the new jack in. Leave a like if you like the video, and we fixed the jacks for $100 total, including the labor parts and return shipping back to you, or $60 if you send in just the motherboard. So let's begin. All right. Okay, so first of all, you have to remove the battery, obviously. Slide this hinge forward, pull out the battery, set the battery aside. There are some missing screws, so somebody already screwed around with it, which is no big deal. Most of the laptops we receive here, somebody screws around with them. I'm gonna point my finger where you have to unscrew the screw, so just follow, alright? There's one right here, one right there. Shorter one. Another one right here. Right here. And one right there. Alright? Now we got one here. And one right there, right here. Remove the cover. Two right there. Two. Three. Four. Five. And you're sliding the hard drive that way to remove the hard drive. Alright, so here we got two cables right here. So what you want to do is you want to flip them up like that and like that. Remove that, remove that. Like that. Alright, so we got one screw right here and one right there. And one right there. Alright, guys, when you're putting it all back together, if you're not able to fix it yourself, try not to screw in the screws so much that it's impossible to unscrew them. It's not a car. So there are two memory chips removed right here, and something's missing right there. So here we want to pull out the CD-ROM. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws right here, which are not here. So, alright. We can take the cover out like that, because there used to be two screws right here, but somebody just pried them out, and the cover has nothing to be held on by. So, alright, we want to unscrew this guy right here, this guy right there, and right there. So, one, 2, 3. Alright. Okay, so remove the speakers and disconnect them from the board right here, like that and like that. So set them aside. Okay, so you want to remove this guy. Actually, you don't even have to remove it, it rotates out. So here you want to mark which way is which cable connects to where. So this one connects here, and you set them aside like that. Remove this marker right here. Okay, so that's being removed. The webcam is right here, so you want to mark it there. Alright, so here, like that. Alright, set that aside. We got one more like that, and here we want to remove the LCD cable as well, but it seems like somebody jammed something too far in. By the way, that's the jack right there, and I can see the damage right there already. So yeah, what you want to do is you want to put on the glasses now, because it's gonna be a whole bunch of dust in there. Okay. Alright, so here there is a cable right here underneath. So you want to pull it out slowly, like that. Set it aside like that. Disconnect the cable that goes into the, seems not damaged in any way, so it doesn't seem like people got this far. Alright, so, and here what we want to do is, now we have the cover off, and now we can take the LCD out, LCD cable off the board. And the way you do it, you pull it on this black little tab right there. You have to pull it up, and from the side help it out a little bit, so like that. So that takes the LCD cable off, and now you wanna disconnect the screws right here. 1, 2. Alright. And you want to disconnect the screws right here as well. Unscrew the screws. 1. Okay, so here we got a whole bunch of dust. Now remove this guy and this guy. Alright. Right, and now we see that the LCD cable was jammed in there. So somebody already screwed around with it, and they jammed the LCD cable and probably damaged it. Yeah, so right here is where the hinge was sitting, between the hinge and the motherboard. So somebody already damaged the cable. So hopefully it's gonna work, but probably might have lines on the screen or something like that. Anyways, okay. So to take we got the right hinge off, right? The left hinge, there are screws right there under this board, which we take off right here, right? Somebody already disconnected this cable here. Not sure on purpose or not, but if somebody already disconnected that, let's move the board like that. And there are two screws right here, 1 and 2. Alright, so we are able to remove one but not the other one. Like that. Okay. Here. Alright. Like that, and set this whole thing aside. Now here we got a whole bunch of screws, which are one right here, one right there, right here, right here. By the way, it does help if you watch us on a big screen, so you could see the screw locations. There probably was a whole bunch of other ones. And you want to unscrew these tiny screws right here. Like that, and like that. Okay. So this you want to set aside, and set those guys aside like that. And you got one screw right there. Alright. Let's see how well it's moving upwards. This screw was probably alright, it doesn't need to be removed. So, alright, but yeah, I mean, it seems like everything is already kind of loose. So I'm just doing my first try at taking it off. There is the plastic cover here. Alright, so let's see. Okay. Alright. I wonder if this guy needs to be coming out, or is it gonna come up by itself? Okay. So probably this one needs to come out. Alright. Like that, and you see, piece of cake. So we want to take this rubber thingy out. Okay. Alright, as you can see, somebody was already screwing around with the jack. Yeah, so basically the back looks like that, and here looks something like that. So what I wanna do is I need to take this guy off right here. Honestly, you know what, I'm just gonna set it aside like that and put some tape on it. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so something like that, okay? Now, do we want to take the heatsink off? Not really necessary. What I want to do next is I want to clean all of the area and decide which way I want to remove the jack from the motherboard. Alright, so we clean the area around it. And you want to clean pretty much everything. Oh, okay. So here, make sure it's kind of sparkles, because you don't want the dust to melt and you don't want the dust to evaporate here. So like that. And we also want to clean it here on the other side. Now you will see the reason I'm doing it right now. There is some burning right there from, not sure why. But anyways, clean the area around. Okay. Now we want to find exactly the same jack, so give me 1 second. I will go find exactly the same piece. Again, if you like the video, leave a like. If you want us to fix it for you, send it to us. Give me 1 minute. Alright, so the thing is, we have jacks for every single laptop make and model, because that's all we've been doing for the last God knows how many years, maybe like 16, 18 years. So let's see if this jack gonna be a perfect fit right here. Looks exactly the same on the top. Looks exactly the same on the front. And does look exactly the same on the bottom. So we're gonna be installing this jack right here. So we'll set it aside. And I'm thinking I'm probably gonna be using the hot air station, but don't worry, I mean, you will see how you can take the solder off. The solder you take off with the soldering iron and a wick. So you will see it in a second. It's not gonna be really close up because we do everything in the enclosure. So yeah. So the reason I'm covering this stuff right here because the area gonna go under extreme heat, and I don't want any other components to get damaged here on the top. So this is the reason I'm covering it up like that. Alright. Alright. Now let me change the angle of the view right here. Like that. Alright. Now alright. So yeah. So that's the old jack. We're gonna set it aside. Alright, so the goal is to have all the holes completely empty. Like that. So for right now I only have one hole which is not totally empty, and I can see the trace being damaged right there on the back. That's basically the reason. Again, powerjackrepair.org. Right? So we need to do something like there. Okay, that's pretty much it. So this is how you want to fix the jack. You want to run the positive wire from the back of the pin, from the back of the positive pin to the back trace, and here you see that everything got penetrated through the motherboard, so everything is soldered just fine. Alright, so let me double check if the yep, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, and the minus is fine too. So now it's all peachy. We're just gonna put it all back together. Again, sorry I couldn't show you the close-up of everything. I mean, I think you got the general idea. The hot air station is basically used just to make it a bit faster and smoother and doesn't damage the traces as much. So yeah, here. Again, what you're using doesn't really matter, you know. You could use infrared station or soldering gun, or really it depends, you know, where your hands grow out of. So yeah. Okay. So we put it back in place. Make sure it snaps in place really nice and tight. Okay. We have the and by the way, if you like the video, again, leave a like. Likes appreciated. So here we want to set those two tiny pieces here. Screw them in place. Like that. And like that. Okay. And here you want to remove the tape that I put on. Set it the way how it's supposed to be, like that. To leave it like that. Everything is secure. Alright. Okay. Don't forget to break it. We want to put in the screw right here. Again, bunch of screws were missing, so we're making the best. We're making our best. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright, I think there was a tiny screw that went right here. Okay. Yeah. Alright, looks good. Now the reason you want this insulation is because there is a hinge on top of it, and that hinge might touch one of the metal pieces right here below, and if it touches the pieces below, it might short the board forever. So here, so that piece is a necessity, you have to have it. Okay. All right. Let's put the monitor back on this. Alright. I want to secure it on the front right here. And I want to secure it right here as well. Alright. No way. The nut on the bottom doesn't wanna secure it in place, so right, so here we want to connect this cable right here. That's the webcam. We want to connect the white cable right there, black cable right here, and like that, like that, like that. And like that, wonderful. So here you want to close this cover, secure the nut a little bit, the bolt, and cover the power jack repair. Alright, so here. Okay. So make sure the cables are not jammed in. This guy I secured too early because it seems like this guy have to be right here. Has to go through the hole right there. And like that. So we have a bolt right here. Okay, and we have another one right there. Okay, so there should be something right here. Oh, that's on the top cover. Never mind. I mean, do mind, but here you want to remove all the hair. Honestly, I'm not sure how the screen gonna work because the cable was jammed beforehand. So let's okay. So we plug it in like that. We also have to have another cable guy coming here. Alright. So by the way, leave a like. And if you're in Chicago, guys, you could stop by. We could fix it in about an hour and 20 minutes or so after you bring it in. So here, like that, and you want to connect this cable right there, like that, and close the hinge up. Okay, to secure that in place. And now it's time for the top cover to go in place. So what we want to do here is connect this part right here. Alright, make sure it's all the way in. You want to move this wire right there, and you have to kind of glide the whole piece in, and make sure the two cables right here, you can push them through. You can push them through into the other side, like that, like that. Okay. And now we wanna just clamp the case together. Like that. Okay. Alright, looks good. Now let me make sure. Nope. Oh no, it's right here. Okay, never mind. Alright. Okay. Wonderful. 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 Now you wanna connect the okay. Alright, so relay the speakers right here. Connect the other one right there. Now make sure they're gonna be sitting in those channels for the cables. So like that, and like that. Now don't forget the hinge here. Another one right there. Alright. Now you want to put the cover back in here, like that. Okay. And here we want to secure the top cover the only way possible, right here. So we got missing screws here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just gonna shove the CD-ROM in, and we will be securing it like that. Alright. And now let's secure the rest of the casing the best we can. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's put the hard drive in. Hard drive goes in like that. Secure the hard drive in place like that. And alright, something isn't right with the way how the hard drive sits in there. Let's take a look. Right, because of this guy, everything gets grouped here. So you probably want to secure the back first. That. And then you want to secure the top right here. Like that. And like that. Now we got the two cables right here, which you wanna plug in properly. One goes in like that, close the hinge. Okay. Now all that's left to do is to put the cover like that, and we are out of the screws pretty much. So here, one right here. Any screws left? Nothing left. Okay. Well, let's see if it's gonna work first of all. Now the screws we can add a little bit later. Okay. Okay. Alright. And okay. So that's one of the reasons why the jack broke, probably because of this broken guy right here. Let's see if it's gonna still connect and work. Here we are connected. And let's see if we can power it up, and let's see if the screen gonna be working. The power is coming up, and the screen does work. Right there is Windows. And by the way, the battery is right here, the battery is out. So again, guys, if you want us to fix it for you, send it our way. Our website is powerjackrepair.org. We charge $100. Powerjackrepair.org. We charge $100 for the parts, labor, and the return shipping, or $60 if you send in just the motherboard. Again, $60 includes the labor, the parts, and the shipping back to you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a good day. Thank you. Bye.